Welcome to the match review of the worst game of the season we've seen City put out so far this season. If I had to sum it up in a word, it's difficult to because it's that bad. Hello Frost Fury, hello MCFR TV, thank you both for tuning in. Nice to have you on so late, especially you Frost Fury. I know you're like 2 hours ahead, something like that. It is shambolic game tonight. We had nothing to us, nothing about us, you know. We had no identity, and if you don't know what an identity is, it's a style of play. Oh man, we got the rain tonight, and rain probably suits the mood if you want the truth. We didn't look like we had a style of play. Didn't look like we were comfortable on the ball or anything like that. We're just poor. If I want to put it bluntly. Nothing to us. Villa did deserve it. You know, that's the long and short of it. Villa were better. Villa were better than us. We had 2 shots. Let me put up the stats. We had 2 shots, guys. Stats. 22 shots from Aston Villa. 2 shots from City. 7 shots on target from Villa. 2 shots on target from City. 11 shots in the second half from Villa. No shots in the second half from City. 46% possession for Villa, 54 for City. 436 passes from Villa, 515 for City. 87% pass accuracy for City. Okay, you might think, oh, that's actually not too bad, but usually we're averaging like 90 and above, so not as good as it should be. 13 fouls from both teams, 2 yellow cards from both teams. We're 4th in the league with 1 win in our last 5 Premier League games and 1 win in our last 5 games overall. Hi, that was the worst performance ever under Pep. I'm trying to figure. Oh, I don't know about that. We got battered 4-0 by Everton. So you know, we've been battered 4-0 by Everton. At least in top 3. I can agree with that. This is terrible. It was so bad. You know, you just have to look at my player ratings. 1 player played well. But honestly, Villa they were better than us in every way. You know, they were just better. You know, Watkins didn't even need to score today. Villa's main man. His home form is amazing. Right? He didn't even need to score. And I know we got unlucky with the deflection. And City shouldn't need to be lucky or unlucky. We should be winning at least 2-0 with like 20 minutes to go, you know? But honestly, terrible. Fewest shots under Pep Guardiola in his entire career. 4 against Arsenal in October this year. 4 against Espanyol in 2010, and 2 against Villa tonight. That's the fewest amount of shots City have ever had. No, that Pep has ever seen in front of his own goal. In front of goal from his side. We were so poor, and they all happened at the same time. That's the silly thing. Both of these shots happened in the same sequence. One of them could have been offside. Can't sleep, so I joined. Thank you for tuning in, Frost Fury, so late in the night. I'm sorry for the rain, guys. Sadly, I have to live with it. Hopefully it calms down. Just terrible from City. You know, well, I'll get on to player ratings now, though. So, first we'll start off with Edison in goal. Genuinely had a good game. You get so much hate, Edison, from rival fans. I feel like City are the only fellas that really knows quality. But in this game we were just bad. We were simply bad. Terrible. Shocking. Put a word on it. Phil, welcome to the chat. UTV with a lion. Apologies for my dog. You know what he's like. Alvarez should be 2 in my opinion. Oh, honestly, like, it's been so bad, but we'll get on to it. Walker 5. You know, we compliment Walker on how like basically no one gets past him. Past couple of games, people have been getting past him like he's not even there. You know, McGinn, by the way, McGinn he's decent, but he's not all that. You know, he's not bad. He's not all bad, but he's not like world class. Kyle Walker just barely contained him. He did decent, but barely contained him, which is why he's been given a 5. By the way, if you play okay, you've been given a 6. That's how I do my player ratings. Vadio 4, awful for the goal. Same with Diaz, but in my opinion, I'm just negative low. I'll get on to Diaz because I think he's interesting. You know, he was just so poor, but Walker. Okay, I don't mind City doing a back 3, but we can't have Walker bombing up the pitch and Vadio, because then what, you leave Diaz at the back? I know Pep likes to overflow the midfield, but there has to be a line. He said he's seen enough in the past 2 games, before this game, enough to mean that we're going to win the league. Okay, that's a bold statement. Okay, but there's no way, and, you know, to be fair, we got a lot of chances in those last 2 games, okay? But in this, like, we just we didn't do anything. You know, there's definitely not enough in this game. If we keep performing like this, terrible. So yeah, that's the situation. Oh. Now then we go on to Akanji. Akanji I thought slightly better than Walker just because he was doing a bit more. But again, not great. He gave away the ball multiple times. Might as well have been non-existent on the goal. Yeah, just so poor. Ruben Diaz, I thought he was the best out of the centre-backs. Probably, in my opinion, one of the better players on the pitch. I'm pretty sure he's gotten the 2nd highest rating. Yeah, he has, apart from substitutes. Look, defence was bad today, but I thought Diaz was the only one who was okay. I thought, out of the defensive stuff, I thought he did the most out of any of the defenders. I thought that he kept it decent, and to be fair, he tried to save that the goal that went in with his foot, but you know, he got unlucky with the deflection. Okay, we've had that a few times this season, because if he doesn't go for it, what if Leon Bailey scores? But if he does go for it, you know, if a hater joins now, they're dead. Oh man, I wouldn't be surprised. You know, we deserve to be bantered after a performance like that. Now then, we go on to Josko Vadio. Again, just poor. Like, I don't know what Nathan Ake's got to do to get in this side, lads. Like, what's he got to do? Like, tell me that Nathan Ake's so good. Like, he played so good against Liverpool, and he's just not played since. How long am I live till? Until I cover everything I need to, really. Maybe half an hour, 40 minutes. Never tuned into one of your streams in bed. It's fun and relaxing. I'm glad that you enjoy my streams in bed, MCFR. But yeah, Vardio, you know, Nathan Ake really deserves to be back in. You know, changes have got to be made now. You know, changes have to happen to this team. You know, we have to, like, genuinely. Nathan Ake, he's so good, and since Liverpool, he might as well have not been in the squad. You know, I know he came off. I reckon he's fallen out of Pep. I don't think so. I reckon Pep would have mentioned it by now. And plus, Ake seems to be the kind of guy to just get on. If he doesn't play in any remaining games, we know something's happened. Man, I hope something hasn't happened. I don't think anything's happened, but if it hasn't, it's a real shame. But honestly, I really hope Ake starts next game. Why should he be dropped? Exactly. He's been so good. In the game he played, he was so good. You know. He played poor against Wolves, don't get me wrong. Okay, but that was a long time ago. Alright, when are we going to move on from that? Okay, this is the newest low. You know, Wolves was a low. This now makes Wolves look higher. Yeah, and Vardio, to be fair, he earned his place, but he's not playing well like most of the team isn't. Changes have to be made. If something isn't working, the natural thing is to make changes. That's why you have substitutes. 17 people, big up, hit the like, thank you. Helps the channel. It does help. But thank you for viewing anyway. Now then, we're going to John Stones. John Stones is a performance that really disappointed me. Because we've been waiting for this guy to come back from injury. You know, we've mentioned how crucial it will be for him to come back. And I still think it will be crucial. Okay, having him and Rodri back in that pivot would be good. But we can't have Rodri in the pivot today. We shouldn't be Rodri FC. And to be fair, with Rodri in the team, we haven't won the past 3 games he's been in. We drew, but is Rodri the difference between a win and a draw? Like, come on. Stones is the only one I can excuse as his first game. Yeah, and that, you know, he's back from injury. He's not going to be tip-top. And getting asked to start in a game like this, away from home, in a huge game, is a big ask. Bernardo again, you expect him to play well, but this wasn't it today. You know, like, just poor, really poor. He basically did nothing. You know, I love Bernardo Silva. I want him to live out the rest of his career at City. I don't think he will. He's been wanting it out for ages, but he's been so poor, and he's been poor today. And I really want him to pick it up. And I know he's the kind of player that can and will. 4 games without Rodri this season, 4 losses. Rodri FC, please now. Why we let Gundo go? I mean, to be fair, we didn't let him go. We tried to get him. But Gundo chose Barca, sadly. 1 game without Rodri is the end of the world. Just seemed to not be able to cope without him. I swear we offered him a contract, but he chose Barca. We should have just given him the 2 years, like, come on. Anyway, let's go on to Rico Lewis. Look, I don't want to put too much pressure on Rico Lewis. We love Rico Lewis, and if we put too much on him, then it could stunt his development, because criticism affects you at a young age. But on Rico Lewis, not a great game today, you know. I thought he had moments of decentness, but he made errors as well. We love Rico Lewis, who doesn't? He's an academy graduate. But, you know, he made a couple of mistakes today that, like the rest of the team did, to be fair, but he did make a couple of mistakes. Mistakes we don't really need right now, considering our form. 22 people. Yep, that's a record. Thank you all. Rico, I think he does need to buff up Rico, considering he is a CDM kind of player. He needs to buff up a bit to play that role. You know, Rodri's huge. If you look at him, honestly, Rodri, just give like your workout papers to Rico, and then Rico can hopefully start getting ready to look a bit more like him. If he is to grow into that role, you know, for all I know, he will go back to his original position at right back. Julian Alvarez, what a player. Start the season, I said he shouldn't be in that midfield. I'm pretty sure you said it as well, MCFR. I said he shouldn't be in that midfield. He's not a midfielder. Phil Foden is a midfielder, and Phil Foden should be in that midfield. Julian Alvarez got put in the midfield anyway, and to be fair, he was absolutely amazing. Okay? He was amazing in that midfield at the time. But now, as time goes on, is he gotten worse? Is he out of form? Well, he's definitely out of form. Is it fatigue? What is it? I don't know. But it's not his area. His area is striker, and I know that we want Erling Haaland and Alvarez in the same team, and I know they're both strikers. Our awful Big Six record continues. I know it's got to change. You know, not even winning at the Etihad away from home, it's a bit more excusable. But not winning at the Etihad, come on, those are the points that you have to take. We had an amazing Etihad record not too long ago. We lost it against Liverpool after the draw, and then we couldn't beat Spurs either. The thing is that we're doing it at home too. We have to win home games. Home games are the games at the end of the season that we should look at and go, we won every single one. And that's not happening. This wasn't at home, to be fair, but still, we should be able to win the tough games away from home. That's what champions do, you know. Champions don't get 19 wins at home and 19 losses away from home. That's relegation form, and I know we're not in that kind of form, but you know what I'm saying. We have to win the difficult team. We have to beat the difficult teams. This was a difficult team. We have to win the difficult matches. You know what's worrying, says MCFR? Let me know, mate. Fixtures that we won last season, we've played and dropped points a lot. We ain't winning this year, says Ross Fury. Look, okay, I won't write City off, okay, I don't think anyone should. Because I think it's these kind of performances that can almost pick up a team as well. You know, I think you expect the mentality of the City players, you expect us to look at ourselves and think, we're playing so bad. We're playing so bad. We don't want to be playing bad. We want to turn this ship around. And we do want to turn it around. You know, I'm sure all the City players want to turn it around. Alright? And we have to turn it around. It's a difficult one. It's difficult to just turn yourself around and do it, but we're going to have to pull the courage out somewhere. Whatever it is we need to pull it out and go on and win a ton of games in a row. 1-1 draw versus Luton, mark my words. And look, we have to beat Luton. I'm sorry, Luton is a game we cannot lose. No disrespect to Luton, but Luton is a must win. It's a we shouldn't be worried about Luton. That's the sad thing. Luton should not be a team we look at and worry about. It's already 3 points out of it's already 3 points out of 12. Now then, we're going to Phil Foden. Phil Foden, I think, has been the small spark out of the last couple of games. Yeah, there was no spark from today. Right, let's get it straight. I think he's been a spark the past couple of games, okay? Because we weren't bad against Liverpool or Tottenham, just the defence there is down. We were bad all over the pitch today, apart from the goalkeeper. You know? Phil Foden just basically non-existent. He might as well have sat on the bench. He did nothing. Help me sleep, says Ross Fury. I don't know how. Hope my voice is soothing enough to just, you know, make you doze off. The worry now is doesn't look like we can create either. We're struggling to create, that's the thing. 2 chances. None. 2 shots. Not today, it's not. Oh man. Maybe once we're back to winning ways it will be. We have not won in December. Think about that. We have not had a win, guys, since the 7th of November. Tomorrow will be a month since City's last win. Oh wait, no, I'm a liar. Since November 20th. My bad. But if you want to go Premier League, when did we last win? We last got a win on the 4th of November in the Premier League. Haaland missed his chance, don't care what anyone says. He needs to take everyone single. And to be fair, I don't think Haaland was too bad on his shot. I think that's a really good save by Martinez, but I get what he's saying. He's a top player. Yep, last Premier League win was against Bournemouth. We looked so good that game, and it's all just vanished. Haaland, again, he had, apart from the couple, look, I'll sympathise with Haaland a bit, apart from those chances he got, okay, which, let's be honest, he should have scored because that's the kind of striker he is. He's meant to be the best striker in the world. He should convert half chances, quarter chances if they even exist, because he's the best striker in the world. But other than that, he got no service, you know, there's not much else he can do. And the big guy's in to score goals. And to be fair, I don't think he was terrible on tracking back. But yeah, Haaland is struggling, but we're not helping him out either this game. 2 shots on target. You know, I know Haaland has a place in the team, but we need to give Haaland the ball a bit more. On to the subs, Matheus Nunes. I give him a 5.5 just because I think he did nothing right. Basically, he wasn't on the pitch very long, but I don't think he really did anything from when he was on the pitch. I don't think anything changed when Nunes came on. I don't think we looked any better. On Kovacic, though, I think we looked a tad better. You know, I think Kovacic looked better than Alvarez, which is why I give him a 6. You know. And on Bob, I think it was kind of unfair they even got bought in on this game. He got bought on against Wolves as well. Look, yeah, this is a difficult game for the lad to come into. He's like 19 years old, coming into a game like this. I know these are the kind of games that make players who they become. But the guy's 20. He's like... he shouldn't be coming on here. You know, we're putting so much pressure on him to come on and do something. And to be fair, he did nothing. He looked no better than Foden. But I don't want to put that kind of pressure on him because the guy's 19. He's had like not even 10 starts for City. we had to cut him some slack, obviously. But guys, that concludes my match review. 425 views, guys, is crazy. Thank you all so much for tuning in. Great to have you, Frostfury and MCFR on, and everyone else who tuned in, because I doubt you two have clicked on the stream over 400 times. Thank you all for tuning in. See you all in the next one.